Hello everybody. We're gonna be doing, I guess, kind of a planned short stream, just to test everything out with the new setup. And look, hey, yes, the PNG board's working. I spent way too long getting that to work, so I really hope it works throughout the entire stream. It's been having some issues. I tried doing some, like, test recordings last night, and it was lagging a little bit behind after a while, so hopefully it's doing okay this time. Let me just, yeah, this is gonna be a test stream, nothing like too huge. I'm just gonna be playing some Mario Kart Wii. I do have some actual plans for future streams, but for now I'm just gonna be testing everything out, making sure that everything works, making sure the audio levels are good. Speaking of which, if the game audio is too loud, or I'm too loud, or too quiet, or anything, let me know so I can fix it, because this is a test stream to get everything working. Also, I am so proud of my layout for this. I just started throwing stuff at the wall to see what would stick for the stream layout, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been here. When was the last time I streamed? Like 2021? Maybe even 2020? It was a long time ago. I think maybe 2021. No? No, because the last stream I did would have been for... Oh, the last stream I did as, like, me commentating would have been a long time ago when I was doing the Mario Kart Challenge stuff. Game could be a bit quieter? Okay, let me turn that down then. How is that? And let me turn my voice down a little bit too, actually. You can see it's peaking a little bit. Heyo! How's it going? Yeah! Welcome to the pit crew! Roll and see it goes in action? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so some context for this. I am going to be starting training for something that I like to call the Mario Kart Marathon. So the rules of the Mario Kart Marathon are you play every game in the series from in order of release date, and you play the highest CC. Oh, what is happening to my capture? Oh, this is why we have test streams. Give me 1 second. Screw it, we'll go with it for now. This is why we have test streams. So yeah, the Mario Kart Marathon is you play every game in release order, and you play the highest CC, and you get just play through every single cup in the game. The exception is for Double Dash. You can do the All Cup tour instead of, or the All Cup tour, I think is what it's called, instead of doing the 4 cups and then the All Cup tour. You can do that instead, or you can do just the 4 cups and then not do the All Cup tour. That's the big exception there. Looking forward to Ask Me Deluxe? Absolutely. We are working very, very hard on it. I know we haven't put out a lot of updates recently, and like told you all anything about what's going on, but we are working very hard in the back. We just have a lot of stuff that we are not able to show publicly, either because we're doing stuff in secret, or it's because it's not really interesting to show off. Like, there's a lot of technical challenges we're having to deal with right now. Like, personally, right now, I am working on some more boss stuff, which is secret stuff, and then I'm also working on sound engine stuff, and that is a pain in the butt to work with. So yeah, I'm hoping that all goes okay. Alright, so yeah, I'm going 50 just because context for this profile, or this license, what the hell just happened? Okay. Let me fix some things real quick. I'm gonna turn my mic off for a second. Okay, back. I think we're back. I think the cable's loose somewhere down there. I have a very, very, very scuffed setup for this. In the future, I'm trying to like save up for a better RCA capture card, because This one ain't it. But yeah, so actually let me give some context to this. I'm playing on a new license just because I have this other license I could be going through. But to be able to do online stuff now, if you're doing it on console, you have to do one of two different ways. Either use like Wii MMFi or like use this other system. This profile is for the Wii MMFi and this is for the other system, but most people are using this other thing because apparently it works better. So yeah, I'm just going through unlocking everything so I can have a profile that has that. But this is also practice because I absolutely suck at Mario Kart Wii. I am not good at this game at all, and if I want to do the Mario Kart Marathon, I definitely need to do practice. Always go with Luigi. You gotta go with the boy. And what do I have here? Let's go special. Yeah, I want to learn how to actually play this game because I am not great at this game. I played this game a lot when I was a kid, but I've lost all of that skill basically now. I've been playing so much of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario Kart. And I've lost pretty much all skill in this game. I know this isn't the best cart to use, what I'm using right here, but it feels alright for how I like to play this game, so I'm using it for now, but yeah, if you know anything more about how to play Mario Kart Wii better, I would love any suggestions. I miss this version of the track. I like this track. It's not really like the most popular, but it's... I always thought it was really creative. I miss the, what are they... I looked this up the other day. What are they actually called in this franchise? Swoopers, I think? The bats? I think they're called swoopers. I love the design. I also don't remember if, I really got to touch anything Nintendo related, so no help. No worry. I have been in, like, game developer mode for so long and not, like, actually playing games to just play them without, like, thinking about how they're made or, like, how I could do stuff better in the game or, like, take inspiration from them. That, like, just playing games normally again, I'm like, oh my god, I remember why I love playing games. Like, recently, my fiance actually got, oh yeah, updates for anybody who doesn't follow me on any socials or anything or hasn't heard of me since I last streamed. I'm engaged now. The person you saw in my previous streams who I was playing with, yep, I am engaged to them. And we are getting married next year. But my fiance and I bought the Lego question mark block thing, and oh my god, when I got that thing, I was not expecting it to be so in-depth. Like, holy shit. That thing has so many pieces to it, and it's very, very fine details, and it's like very mechanically like intact. It's so cool. If you like Legos at all, I absolutely recommend doing that set because it's so good. But while we were doing that, know what the few scenes in one block? Yeah, that's the one. It's also got a bunch of like really, really funny little references in there. Like one of them, you know how like Lego sets with the small pieces, they kind of expect you to like lose some pieces or whatever, so they'll give you like a backup of everything. There's one specific piece in the set that does not have a backup, and it's Mario's hat. I was like, that is the funniest thing that they could have done for that set. It's so clever. But we were playing through that, and it just got me thinking about how I haven't played Mario 64 in forever. So I went and booted up via NSO. Listen to that shit. I booted up NSO and started playing Mario 64 again with her, with my fiance. And yeah, I forgot how much fun I have playing this, just playing through games. And then after playing a bunch of Mario 64, then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play one of my other favorite games of all time, Mario Sunshine. And oh my god, I love that game so much. So fun. I 100% of the game. Still to this day, do not like the lily pad and the watermelon. Two of my least favorite things. But other than that, absolutely love that game. It's so clever, and I wish I wish there was just like something to continue that whole feeling of that game. And then after that, I went to go play Mario Galaxy and All Stars, and I absolutely love that game too. Those two games are like absolutely my two favorite 3D Mario games. Like Odyssey is really close behind, but I will forever love Mario Galaxy and Mario Sunshine the most. And then Mario 64, definitely, I can feel the age, but like, still for its time, that is a fantastic game. Oh my god, I love this track. I love the music of this track. I love the vibes of this track. So good. I love the remake for this and the Booster Course Pass. Like, the soundtrack for that track, oh my god, I will listen to it on repeat. It sounds so good. Although there is one part that really sounds like it's ripped straight from a Danganronpa game, and every time I play it, I'll hear that part, and I can't help but think about Danganronpa. Oy! That was a big dumb. No! Not again. Speaking of the Booster Course pack, honestly, I've got mixed feelings about it. Like, I like that there's more to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I love the revisiting the old tracks and everything, but ooh, there could have been some refinement on some of those tracks, because they're not amazing. Oh, I forgot that Twitch you can like modify the emotes. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, since last time, I've got a bunch more art that has been created. Oh shit! That's all done by the amazing Captain Bite for Comet Metal. I think I have him linked in my descriptions below. But his art, absolutely amazing. He did all the art for all like the Mr. L's, all the Luigi's. And he's also the artist for the art that I use for all my videos too. Okay, I've got those emotes now. I've got the panic one, I've got the heart one. I forget which other ones I have. But yeah, I love those emotes, they're good. But yeah, the Booster Course pack. I'm glad that they have a place to permanently put the tour tracks that are there so that they don't just become lost forever. Because whenever the mobile app, whenever tour gets like shut down, inevitably those tracks are gonna be all lost. So it's good that they have a place to stay. But it also just makes you think, like, with how usually like Nintendo is with like good quality in their mainline games, and that kind of quality, it's making me think that like that had to have been like a secondary team working on the Booster Course Pass instead of like the main team, because I wasn't paying attention. But it just makes you think, like, yeah, there's gotta be something else going on there. I do love the Booster Course Pass, and I do like playing on the tracks in there. They do feel really good. But got me thinking. Oh, I love this track. So I always have to like focus on like the actual timing for this game's boost start, because I'm so used to the one from 8 Deluxe that I tried doing that here, and every single time you always over rev, because it's like in 8 Deluxe it's like on the start of the 2, but in here it's in between the 2 and the 1. And then I still, to this day, have not learned the timing for Super Mario Kart, which is blasphemy, but I should know it. Woo! Speaking of Super Mario Kart, if you haven't heard, since the last time I streamed, I am working with some people on a very, very expensive mod to Super Mario Kart called Super Mario Kart Deluxe. What the hell? I just got extremely hot in my room for a second. But Super Mario Kart Deluxe, basically, where like we're expanding the game as much as we can. We're pushing the game to its absolute limits, and we're adding like over double the tracks. We've added new characters, we added like mission mode, bringing that back from DS, we added bosses, and it's just... I'm very proud of the work we've done with that. I'm so lucky with that. And we've been working on it for a couple years, and it should be coming out... eventually. We're still in the thick of like very, very weird development stuff where it's like we can't really show much, but we're working a lot on it, and a lot of us have just like, especially over the past couple months, a lot of us have just had a lot of very personal issues that have been blocking us from doing what we want. So development's been a little bit slow, but if you have any questions about the mod or like anything that you want to ask about it, then feel free, because I love talking about it. Of course, there's some stuff that I won't be able to say because we still want to keep this stuff secret. But other than that, it's fun. I've also been trying to get back into doing the video series, the Under the Hood. I tried doing the pit stop episodes for a while. I feel bad about it. Like, I don't like doing shorts content because it's just... I have to get at so much information in such a short time, and like, it's really, people don't like the shorts content. I don't like doing shorts content, but like, people watch the shorts content, and like, the longer episodes taking months to make, while the shorts take me maybe like a week or so. So I haven't covered that, so we wouldn't know what to ask. I should have some. Oh, my bot's broken, isn't it? Shoot, I thought I had a command on my bot to be able to link to the deluxe stuff. Switch to just TikTok Smooth Panic. Yeah, I don't like it. I wish they would just go away, but they're not going to go away anytime soon. If you look at my YouTube channel, you should be able to see a playlist with some of the trailers that we have for Deluxe, for Super Mario Kart Deluxe. Otherwise, I've got a lot of information on my Twitter and my Mastodon. By the way, if you're still using Twitter and you're sick of Twitter, check out Mastodon. Highly recommend it over Twitter. I love it so much more. This Twitter is a shit fest now. I'm playing this on with the GameCube controller. I'm not playing with the Wiimote or anything. I like using the GameCube controller on this, but the one thing that I hate is to have to do like the wheelies or the what do you even call them, the taunts midair. You have to press up on the D-pad, which means you have to let go of the stick and then switch to that really quickly, which is very annoying, and I don't like it because like if you look at the controls, oh, I have to wait for the game to load. Let me start the race and then I'll show what I mean. Yeah, so this is the control setup for the GameCube controller. You've got A, accelerate, and you got steer with the stick. Yeah. First of all, it doesn't even tell you that you can do taunts or wheelies with the D-pad. Use item L, yeah, whatever. And then you have R, which is brake and drift. Which, huh? And then B is not used. I guess B also doubles as it. You have the X button, which it doesn't show here, is the face camera backwards. And then the Y button does nothing. Like, you couldn't just put the Y button as do the taunt or the trick and then do the wheelies? Why do you have to use the D-pad? That's so annoying. I don't like it. It's like losing some people. The platform's just done. Oh, that platform was done the second fucking you-know-who came into the scene. Like, ugh. So much shit went down the drain with that platform. I've got some harsher words on that subject that I'll leave them for some time that I'm not doing a test stream. Come on. Man, I'm just feeling the way that this track feels on this version versus the Booster Course Pass. The Booster Course Pass makes this track feel like a toy. Around that time you moved on, it got even worse. Oh yeah, it's just been getting worse every single day. Like, every single new update has just been worse and worse than the last one. The only reason I'm still on there is because that's where everybody else is right now, and I'm like, oh my god, please just move so I can be done with this goddamn platform. It's so awful. I really wish people would just drop it. Like, every time I try to promote stuff on, like, Mastodon or any other app, like, it was like, no, but Twitter is the best one. It's like, are you fucking listening to yourself? Twitter is awful. Like, it was barely hanging on by a thread before. Like, the only reason that it was okay before was because it was one of the only, like, places you could go. Like, what was your other option? Facebook. And I'm not going to Facebook. And I'm absolutely not going to Instagram. And then, God forbid I ever go to TikTok. I'm not going to TikTok. Come back here. Ooh, I guess some other thing that I should mention. So, a while back, there was a group of people that used to play together on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it was like the little tournament stuff, like, that you could play in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the online mode, and it was called Peach Grand Prix, and it has been dead for a while, but the leaders are thinking of make a comeback, either as Peach Grand Prix or another group altogether. But if you have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and you want to, like, play with a bunch of other people that will regularly play Mario Kart, then yeah, got something for you coming up soon. And then we're thinking maybe not just keeping it to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but also to other games too, like Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart Wii, anything that can really do, like, online play, be it for, like, Pretendo or anything like that. So that'd be fun. Why did I do that? Holy shit! Did you see how far that went? Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. And I hope that we get to play together, because I like playing with other people in Mario Kart. Because this is my passion. I love this game. I love this series. It's amazing. It also gives me more excuse to, like, you know, practice and do stuff. Because I had this idea for the Mario Kart the Mario Kart Marathon years ago, like before I even started streaming in the first place. And I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to try to, like, get good enough at these Mario Kart games that I could just sit down in one session and do every Mario Kart game in order, and just see how fast I could play. Of course, with the Booster Course Pass, that's been extended by a couple hours, I think. But might as well start training now before the newest Mario Kart comes out, which I don't know when it'll be, but, you know, Nintendo, come on, you can't have a new console without fucking a Mario Kart game. Come on. I mean, you didn't have a new Mario Kart game for the Switch, so, like, you should probably have one for the Switch too, or whatever you're gonna call it. By the way, I love that, like, that Baby Booster cart. It's got some really funny, like, subtle touches for the game, where if a player is using an item, or like a driver is using an item, it'll just... Oh! Thank you, Diffident. Sorry, my monitor's really far from me. I can barely read. Diffident Intactman 6, thank you for following. Welcome to the Pit Crew. What the hell was I just saying? Does anybody remember what I was just saying? Oh, the Baby Booster. But when you use an item, when you're using the Baby Booster seat, you'll actually open the top of the seat so that you can have enough space to throw it behind, like, the items behind you or forward, and it's, like, it's very cute. I love all the little touches they have in these games. Thank you, Baby Daisy. Oh, hell yeah, Piranha Prowler. How are you guys all doing today? I genuinely, what am I trying to say? The idea to start streaming again literally came to me just, like, 2 days ago. And yesterday I was like, you know what? If I'm going to start streaming again, I need to overhaul the layout, because I don't like how my earlier layout was, looking back at it. And I was like, yeah, just make a new one. This will be cool. And then I woke up today, and then After like getting up, getting ready and everything, I just decided, you know what? If I try to plan whenever I'm gonna start streaming again, I'm never gonna get to it, so I might as well just hit the record button or the stream button and just start doing it. So that's how the today's test stream came about. Some of the retro tracks. Oh, Ghost Valley 2, beloved. You put SNES right in front of any of these tracks and that's how you stream? Yeah, I tried way too hard in the past, like trying to make a schedule, sticking to that schedule, doing it every like specific day, and it's like if I wasn't feeling it that day, I had to like fake that it was like, yeah, I'm doing perfect today, blah 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 blah. But if it's just, hey, I feel like streaming right now, fuck it, let's do it. I feel like it's so much better. It also just feels a lot nicer because like it's not like I have to be like, oh, I want to stream right now. Oh, but I have to wait for my schedules of when I have to stream again. I just be like, hey, I want to play Mario Kart right now. You know what? Let's stream it. Let's have fun with some people. Yeah, that Daisy Cruise in the back. Hot take, I think more Mario games should reference Sunshine. I love Sunshine to bits. Also, I have no idea how the audio is going to be with like audio delay or audio syncing in here, so I'm not even going to try to sing. I'll figure that out at some point. Looking back at the stream overlay right now, and I'm just seeing the little Luigi. It's so cute. I love him. Byte did an absolutely amazing job with these. I did some touch-ups afterwards to make like the mouth movements and everything, which I think they look okay. There might be one or two in the mouth movements that seem out of place. But, oh yeah. I also have a different setup that I can do with them too, if I switch to this costume. The voice activation's a little bit janky on this one, so it looks a little weird, but yeah. That's my second costume. And I can go back to my main one. I personally really like doing the PNG tuber thingy. Because I don't need to put my camera on, because when I put my camera on, it like felt very weird. I never got used to having a camera pointed towards my face. Because I'd be looking like at the screen, it felt weird to like just be looking at a screen while like the camera's pointed at me. It's like, it feels weird. And then with this one, I can just kind of talk, and I don't have to worry about like, oh, am I looking at the camera? Am I in frame? Am I looking weird? I'm gonna get hit by that. So it's nice. I like it. And then also like, I do have something that you can see when I talk to. It's like, it's me. That's me you're talking to. Of course, I don't have any hands or legs, but that's me. What do you mean you don't? What do you need? Hands and legs to drive a cart? Pfft, who needs that? Oh, I did not. That was a terrible timing. For some reason, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna press on 1. That's the right timing for this game. How do you have that character? I need to know a hotkey for that character that I can have just on command. Oh man, this is making me remember my... Took a few minutes to look it up. I might as well just set up like a hotkey script or something like that and have a button that I just push to type that. This track makes me remember all the hours that I have spent playing Mario Kart DS. Fantastic game. And super underrated too. I don't know many people who say that Mario Kart DS is among their favorites, but I love DS. I don't know what it is with me. I really, really like the Mario Kart games that aren't like the very, very popular ones. Like, Wii is good, but it's not one of my favorites. My favorites are Super Mario Kart, 8 Deluxe I guess is an exception. It's Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart DS, and then right after that's Double Dash. And they're all like very closely clumped together at the top. And then Wii is like middle range, and then I haven't played that much of 7 to have an opinion on it. I really, really need to get around to doing that. And then Super Circuit. It's not a bad game. I just have some personal qualms with the Super Circuit specifically. And it has nothing to do with the actual game itself. But I do love the music. The music in Super Circuit is phenomenal. Except for the Rainbow Road one. That one, we don't talk about that one. Oh, speaking of Super Mario Kart. I'm just saying it right here and now. You come into the stream of Super Mario Kart hate, you're getting banned. I don't take that shit. We stand Super Mario Kart here. I'm not gonna take the short because you can't do that with the cart on this one, I don't think. Actually, I don't even know if you can do it on 50. Oh, you motherfucker. One thing that I really do like that there was a nice touch they did for this track is the height of the blocks. So, not a lot of people know this, but in Super Mario Kart, the blocks aren't actually like the wall blocks. They aren't 8 units tall like you'd think they are. Like they aren't like 8x8x8 cubes. They are actually 8x8 tiles, and then they're 4 units tall. So most of these are actually accurate for what the height would be in Super Mario Kart. Of course, some of these are taller, but they are half height, I guess. Oh my god, that's me fucking... me being distracted using the item instead of doing a trick. Did I mention that I'm not good at this game? Yeah, it took me a long time to actually... way longer than it should have to understand that the blocks are all half height. And every collision actually is. Well, not every collision. Most collisions are half height. What are you doing? What was happening there? I've got such, like, random knowledge of Super Mario Kart in particular that's very, like... nobody cares, but I just have so much of that ingrained knowledge now, and I love it. Because I just have random stupid facts to put out. Like the fact that the camera actually isn't... oh, I did it again. The camera actually isn't directly behind you. It's slightly tilted off by 1/256th of like a circle, so 1 hex degree, which is almost around 1 degree. But it's slightly tilted because there's an issue with they should have put a store 0 instead of a store A for the angle. But they just like I don't know if it was just an oversight or if they just wanted to cut like some bytes out of the code. But yeah, it's not actually directly behind you, which is why whenever you start up a game, the camera looks like it's slightly skewed. It always is. And part of me wonders if that's like a little bit of why it feels weird to play for some people, because you're not actually like driving right behind, but also 3D math was pretty bad back then. Yeah, I have a video that I'm working on about how bad the 3D math is. If you can even call it that. It's something. It's good, but not great. But yeah, I was... part of me also just thinks like, is 1 degree really enough to throw people off that much when you're playing a game? So I wanted to put out a mini hack. Jesus Christ, okay. No! Oh my god! Damn, okay. I wanted to put out a little mini hack that like does a little bit of like skewed camera changes and do a little experiment to see how it affected. That's an alarm. How it affected how people play, and see if it really messed them up or something. Because like I'm sure some of you are aware of this, but I released a hack called Resident Evil Kart, where the camera isn't actually fixed to the player, it's fixed to specific locations on the map and at specific angles, like the classic Resident Evil games. And the response has been very mixed, shall we say. I've had a lot of people say like, this is really cool, and then I've had a lot of people just respond with, this is the worst thing anybody has ever made. Why did you ever make this? So when you know you got mixed response like that, you know you made something good. So I'm just gonna keep making stuff like that. But camera mods are always fun to work with. Sort of 2.5D perspective will work well for me. It doesn't for a lot of people. It's very weird to get used to. Like, it always feels slightly off from what you want it to be, and there's not really anything that you can do that fixes that. I also have some qualms with calling it 3D or 2.5D or 2D or whatever, but that's very personal grievances with that terminology, because it sucks. The correct answer is pseudo 3D, by the way. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. You can call whatever you want, but I know some people that get really, really mad if you call it not 3D. I've been working on that video for how long now? A couple of years. Oh, by a fractal dimension? Yeah, let's go this one. I've been, I guess, technically slowly working on that video for years, just like doing all the research for that with the DSP and everything. But I've started actually like working on the video itself recently, kind of working on some of the visuals and like some of the engine stuff that I'm going to be displaying to make the animations and everything work with that. It's been a very tough video because that's a very complicated subject to explain in not complicated terms and without like very explicit definitions of why you'd want to do something like this. Because if you're looking at this from a modern perspective on a 3D engine, it sounds like one of the dumbest things you could ever do. But it's what worked at the time, and it worked well enough, so that's how we do it. You asshole. That's my item box. You know what? Okay, note to self. Fake item boxes don't throw as far as bananas. Some years ago, you had to look at the DSP, some fun stuff going from the API level deployment's floating point. Yeah, the DSP math is so strange. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you'd think for a system that's for digital signal processing, that there would be some kind of understanding implicitly in the chip about what floating point is. There's none. So it's just janky ass floating point. There's weird ways of doing different trig functions, and then you've got matrix algebra, which only kind of works, and then you've got some really weird mixes of stuff that's like, there's one thing I've actually come across in the code where I genuinely have no idea what the hell it's for, and I don't think anybody else knows other than the people who created the DSP1 code. And it has to do with something with the what is the actual parameter? It's something for the screen center offset. And it has to do with, like, if it's above a certain angle of, like, 72.6 degrees, then it'll, instead of trying to do any more of, like, the rotational stuff, it'll shift the entire screen. It's very strange. But yeah, there's a lot of that in that chip that I really want to go over, but it's not very approachable math for somebody who's not like a math person, and doing it visually kind of like, if you're doing it strictly visually, then it doesn't really get to why the math is the way the math is. Because the visual, there's so many easier ways to do it when you have that visual. But it's just the specific restrictions of that chip and the systems it was supposed to be implemented on. It's a headache, to say the least, and it's why that video has been taking a very long time to make. Another video that's been taking a long time to make, the one... It isn't really approachable for anyone. Yeah. That chip was meant to just be used and not looked at. But I want to make it so that you can kind of look at it and get an understanding of why it's like that. But the other video that I'm working on for a while is the CPU speed control system for Super Mario Kart. That thing, you'd expect that thing to be super simple. I guess, a little bit. You'd expect it to be something that's super easy to talk about, to understand. It should make sense. That thing, to get a story for why it's built the way it is, specifically, as a very, like, game developer approach to it, there's not really a good story to it other than this works as it is, it should work like this, it doesn't work this other way, it'll work like this. And we're going to put a lot of, like, different stuff into it. Hey, Blue Yoshi, how's it going? So yeah, that video's been taking a long time to make, and also the visuals for that one are a pain in the ass. I have a cool idea for what I'm trying to do for one of the visuals, which is to see the entire system flowchart for what controls the speed for a specific character in each frame. And I have the system ready for that to work, but the problem is I need to make that work in the same vein, or like in the same frame as like actually seeing the display of the person driving. So it's a very cluttered screen. I don't like how it looks right now, and I've had to scrap that around 4 or 5 times just for the visual alone. And then that's not even getting into the other parts of the system and how that entirely works. And the fact that there's a couple of very weird bugs in that system, which... Oh! Let's go. There's a couple of very weird bugs in that system, which don't really make sense unless you know how they were programming this and why something like that would slip through. But yeah, there's a bug in there that like the ranges. there's a bug in that system where the ranges for where the CPUs are supposed to space them out from each other. One of them just has one of the digits reversed. Shit. I didn't time that right. But, like, you wouldn't really understand why that's even an issue if you're just looking at, like, oh yeah, this is a weird thing to do. Unless you're seeing why the ranges are specifically organized in that way, why you would want the specific ranges organized in that way, how much you'd want the ranges spaced away from each other. It's a bit of a mess. But I've rewritten that script, I think, 6 or 7 times now. And at this point, I think I'm going to split into 2 different videos, because one should go over the flowchart alone, and the other should go over just the general topics of, like, how speed is actually controlled. Because putting that all in... Oh, come on. That's my hubris. Oh, I completely missed your other message, Yoshi. I'm doing pretty good. I just decided, I woke up today, I was like, you know what? I want to stream. I'm doing it. What is with all the blue shells? Get back here. Oh! I shouldn't have won that. I am so surprised I won that. Blue person shows up on Twitch, blue shells everywhere. Yeah, this is your fault, Blue Yoshi. What are you doing? Stop with the shells. I am green, so I should theoretically be getting a bunch of green shells, which... Maybe red is better. Blue shell storm, yeah. I have said this for the longest time. The reason I don't like Mario Kart Wii as much as the other ones is the item balancing. I think it is awful. I think that the newer versions of the item balancing are way better in every respect, and I think it's just way too cluttered for Mario Kart Wii, and I think that the way they implement it where it's not actually like distance based, it might be distance based, but it's not. I guess if it is distance based, it's not tailored properly enough. But you would just get absolutely destroyed by everything at the same time, and then there'll be periods where there's just nothing happening. It's almost like what they have like a specific timer. I'm not saying this is how the game actually works, but like it feels like there's a specific timer for when the CPUs get an item, and it's like within this very limited timer range, that's when they're allowed to use their item, and then they just all use them at the exact same time. And you can't really do anything to protect against that. Has an option for even more aggressive items? It does? What's the option for that? What do you mean by that? That's the blue shell. Yeah, I still stand by I don't like the balancing in Wii, and that's the one thing I don't like about Wii. Everything else I really like about the game, but I cannot stand the item balancing. In regular race, you get a couple options, including setting items in normal grass and making a common one as well. Oh. Oh, I guess with like the versus system, maybe? I don't know, I usually played this game just single player because when I was younger I didn't have any friends, which is really sad to say, but it's true. So like, I spent all my time in oh my god. I spent all my time in Grand Prix. And then I wasn't allowed to spend like too much time playing games, so I couldn't really do like a bunch of online stuff, so I'd just be, hey, go play Grand Prix. And then whenever I did have like friends that I'd want to play Mario Kart Wii with, they're like, I don't want to play Mario Kart Wii. I'm like, why not? It's Mario Kart. I also wasn't at home very much when I was younger, so I just played the DS version more. Ooh, star! No! Oh, God! I actually would be really interested in looking how the different games in the series, how they handle their item systems, because item systems have always been super fascinating to me. Like, I know exactly how the Super Mario Kart 1 works now, and it's primitive, but it works. It's very interesting, though. You can only... Well, first of all, the items themselves that you get are specifically based on your lap number and your position in the race, but, like, as groups. There's only 3 sets of items. There's set A, which is I call it set A, which is if you're either in first place or on lap 1. And then there's set B, which is when you're on laps 2 to 5 and you're between 2nd and 4th. And then there's lap C, which is if you're in laps 2 to 5 and you're 5th through 8th. And that's the controls that you get for those items. There's nothing based on distance or anything else. If you're 2nd through 4th in laps 2 through 5, you're the exact same. You're gonna get the exact same item probabilities. Hey, Wizrob, how's it going? Look at some specifics on Mario Kart or Mario Wiki because I don't remember it fully. Well, it doesn't explain the options or spiders in detail on Mario Kart Wii item probability. I'll have to look because I'm very interested in these systems and how they work. I'm very interested in Deluxe's system, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's system. I need to stop saying Deluxe because that could mean Super Mario Kart Deluxe or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Stuff is on work Wi-Fi? Oh, that sucks. Can you put it to a lower quality, or is it just like even lowest quality? It's just bad. Another thing I'm actually been very interested in for the different games in the series is how their lap systems work. Because in Super Mario Kart, you can just keep going backwards, and it will decrease the lap number by 1 every single time you go backwards on the track, which is the cause of a glitch that I discovered. Lowest quality is 1080p? What? How is that even possible? Also, I should be affiliate because I have the emotes in the descriptions, so I should be still affiliate even after all this long. I don't know, Twitch is weird. I haven't done Twitch in a long time, but I'll try to. Only some people get transcoding. Partners guaranteed. Others might have nothing. Really? That is doo-doo. Ah! Maybe we'll have to output the next one at 720 just until I get the different transcoding options. That seems weird because like everybody that I've seen can get it. Oh, I was not getting out of it anyway. That's kind of sucky, Twitch. What the hell? Oh, I keep pressing R to do tricks. That's not the button. Oh, God. Twitch has definitely changed since I last was streaming. Oh my God, the amount of blue shells. I also can't see how many people are actually like in the chat right now. So, how many people are there? I can only see the the actual messages in chat, but I can't see the number. Mario Kart 8 has detailed item probabilities too on Mario Kart. Not deluxe though. Oh, that's interesting. There's 5 viewers. Hey, 5. That's not bad. I'd love to do like an actual comparison between the games for a video on like how the item probabilities work, because there's a lot of interesting things to look at for how they develop things through the years. Like I was saying this before, but I completely lost track. But with the lap system, Super Mario Kart, you could just keep going backwards and it'll detract 1 from the lap every single time. In Super Circuit, you have a maximum of -11 that you can go back, and then after that it stops counting negative laps, which means they knew that there was going to be a bug there, so they just either didn't want to fix it in Super Mario Kart or like didn't want to do it in Super Mario Kart. I didn't know about it, but I have a feeling like you should know about that. And I don't know about the other games. I think was it Wii or Double Dash also caps it? And then I think another game doesn't cap it. But yeah, just weird issues between the different games. First place, let's go. I have not gotten a 3-star. Yeah, that's another thing with Mario Kart Wii. I hate the star system and the ranking system. It's so stupid. I hate it. Why is it so complicated? Like, you get it, it's like, you have to be front running for so many times, you have to not use items, you have to be drifting so many times, stay on track, don't go off track, stay off track. It's like starting to save a ghost in Super Mario Kart. It's ridiculous.
Let's go.
I still, to this day, don't know the exact specifications for what lets you get 3 stars in here, because, like, I feel like I've been driving relatively well. Like, all things considered. And if it has to do with, like, how many times you get hit by an item, that is some bullshit. Oh, shit. Oh no, there goes my 3-star. being a Mario Kart Wii clan back in the day and the amount of people that bought SD cards with 3-star save files. There's people who bought 3-star save files? What? Get back here. That is wild. I've never heard of that before. I mean, I can understand why with how ridiculous the 3-star system is, but, like, what? Also, like, to get the golden Wii wheel, don't you have to 3-star everything with the Wii wheel? Or is it just you have to get golden everything with the Wii wheel? I can't remember how that one works. I always used to play with the Wii Remote and nunchuck in that orientation, but my nunchucks are actually like so old now that they've been like degrading and the connection doesn't work properly on them, so I'm gonna need to buy some new nunchucks if I want to play like that again. But I'm getting used to the GameCube controller anyway, so might as well stick with it. I'm actually curious, what is everybody's favorite Mario Kart game in the chat? Because mine, you all know mine. Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe are tied. 100 races, 150 with Wii Wheel. I thought it was way more complicated than that. That's really it? Oh, that's less impressive than I thought. No, I keep doing that. Oh my god, I'm so used to 8 Deluxe. Of course, you can't like remap buttons or anything because, you know, it's not really a thing at this time. Also, fun fact, the capture card that I'm using, if you can even call it that, yeah, the capture card that I'm using, the RCA one, oops, sorry about that one, it's used to copy DVDs. So I'm very surprised that it works for streaming. Because it's used to, like, copy, or, like, VHSs to DVDs, or DVDs to VHSs, and stuff like that. It's something that I just found in my parents' attic one day. I was like, oh, I could use this! So I don't have, like, a really good one. Favorite's probably 8 Deluxe. Feels smoothest and has a lot of tracks, too. Absolutely. It's, oh, it's so good. It feels so nice to play. I can't describe it. Super Mario Kart just has like a special place in my heart, which is why it's tied for me for favorite. But in terms of like just playing the game, 8 Deluxe by far. It's so good. It feels natural, which is very strange to say. Like, you don't think that like driving would feel very, very natural. And like every game has some part of it that doesn't feel right to drive with or like to play with, but it just feels right. Like you want to do something and you'll just do it. I do have some qualms with how they brought back the Mario Circuit 3 for the Boost Course Pass, though. They butchered the hell out of that track. They straight up just went, yeah, we'll, I guess we'll put the Super Mario Kart track in there. Woohoo! Double Dash is kind of the opposite there, but I love that one too. Double Dash is also great. I love Double Dash. It's just, it's so creative to me. I love the idea, I love the tracks, I love the things that you can do in the game, but controlling that game is a nightmare sometimes. I remember I never actually had Double Dash when I was a kid. My cousin did, so whenever we went over to his house, we'd always play Double Dash, and I would have the time of my life. I tried to beg my parents to get Double Dash, like, but you already have enough games. It's like, I specifically, what can I do to convince you to get specifically Double Dash for me? And it never worked out. This is also a family that didn't really like think that games were like a good thing. So like, I got the few games that I had, those are the ones I played. I actually like didn't know that the Wii could play GameCube games for like a couple of years after owning the Wii. But I know I had Super Mario Galaxy, I had Mario Kart Wii. What else did I have? I had the new Super Mario Bros. For Wii. I had some, like, the Boom Blocks game. I remember I had that. I had the Wii Fit and the Wii Sports, which came with everything. But that was, like, the game. Oh, and Guitar Hero. That's what we had. So, like, most of the games were, like, they were, like, family games. We played with the family, but, like, Double Dash, I guess, was too different? I don't know. I can't rationalize that. Damn, where is everybody? Oh. And also, even though I had, Sunshine is always the only GameCube one for you had for the Wii, kind of wish you had Double Dash too. Sunshine, banger game. Love Sunshine. More people should play Sunshine. It is a fantastic game. Just go into it realizing that it is an old game, and you will be fine. Sunshine was actually the first GameCube game I ever had. I remember buying Thousand Year Door, which, Thousand Year Door, let's go. I remember I bought Thousand Year Door. Oh, I had Super Paper Mario. How could I ever forget about having Super Paper Mario? That's like my thing. I had Thousand Year Door. And then after that, I think I got Pikmin. And those were the GameCube days that I had. And oh my god, I love me some Pikmin. Didn't actually enjoy it too much, maybe used for Galaxy by then. Oh yeah, if you play Galaxy right before playing Sunshine, it feels stanky. But if you play Sunshine before playing Galaxy, it's like, oh, these are beautiful. You gotta go into Sunshine just like with the mindset that this game is gonna feel different. It's not gonna feel like any other 3D Mario games. It's got its own style, its own feel to it, and it does it so well. It is jank, but like, what 3D Mario game isn't jank as hell in some respect? Just gonna lay that down there. Hopefully I get somebody. I gotta sneeze. Oy. Sorry about that. It feels nice just having a nice, relaxed, laid-back stream again. I think the last time I streamed, like, anything that was specifically... because it's just a casual stream, it wasn't for, like, Hidden Baths or for, like, talking about Deluxe or anything. The last time I streamed, I think I had, what? Like 200 followers on Twitter? That was a long time ago. This is also another great track that, like, I prefer it on this version rather than the 64. Man, I love Mario Kart 64, but oh god, that game is jank. I am so awful at 64. That's one of the other ones that I'm gonna have to prepare to train for, because if there's a game in this series that I'm worse at than Mario Kart Wii, it's 64. To this day, I still have not gotten all gold cups and everything for 150. I just can't do Star and Special for some reason. I have silver, but I can't get gold. Is that a mushroom? Yeah, it is. Give me the mushroom. I have some very good memories of 64 though, because they had it at my school's like after-school care program, and I remember I played the hell out of Mario Kart 64 in there. Oh, hey, Blue Shell. Oh, it's another one. Oh, wait, what? Strange. Okay. I guess that was just that Blue Shell. I remember we wanted to try to implement that that system for like showing there's an item behind you in Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart Deluxe, but it eventually we just came to the conclusion that it would take too much VRAM, it would kind of be annoying, and it wouldn't be that much of a help because items like you don't get that much of an indication when an item is coming towards you for Super Mario Kart anyway. It would have been a nice touch, but it'd just be too much clutter. Speaking of 64, that game has multi-world support. Do you know how common that knowledge what a multi-world is? But it's basically get items for other people get items for you. What? What does that mean? Get items for other people get items for you. I'm trying to understand what that means. Yeah, I'm trying to think through what the hell that means. Again, I may be a little stupid. I can't figure it out. Are you talking about like the original console game, or are you talking about like with some mods or something? Oh shit. Archipelago, is that? I'm guessing that's an external system. Emulator only, so... Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, in-game. I was trying to figure out what the hell that meant, like, with a stock cartridge. I was like, what do you mean you get items for other people and they get items for you while you're playing in the same track? Like, what is that? Like, you get an item box and just doesn't come for you, it goes to somebody else? That's cool, though. That's an interesting idea. I never thought about that. Ooh, I wonder how that would work for other kinds of games. Zelda player opens a chest and then it's like you unlock from Mario Kart 64 Luigi. What? That's so weird. What? I'm trying to think of how that would work. Like, so I'm guessing it's like, oh, you get an item in Mario Kart 64, and then somebody gets like a Deku Baba seed from when they're playing like Ocarina of Time or something. Or like Deku seed, not Deku Baba seed. I was playing Minecraft with it? What? I need to look this up after stream, because I have an idea in my head of what this is, but I don't think it's what it actually is. Because I thought it was like, oh, if there's some people racing online, and then like when you get an item in your match, you can like choose to give it to another person in another session or something like that. ton of games. So do they all work together with the other games, or is it just like you're playing? I guess you did say Zelda player opens chest and you unlock 64 Luigi. So it works between different types of games. That's so strange. It's really interesting, but that's so strange. I've never heard of that before. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Donkey Kong looks so happy. It's kind of like Ocarina of Time randomizer multi-world across game. This is a whole new world you've introduced me to. I've never heard of this. Oh, the super blooper! Yeah! Cute card idea. I like it. I like that I can play this on 50 and like talk to you guys at the same time while I'm playing on 50, like it's nothing. But how is this actually? It's got better off-road, but I don't really care about off-road. Stick with the cucumber. Oh, beloved Mario Circuit 3. Every time they bring back Mario Circuit 3, I'm like, yeah! I'm like the one person in the audience screaming like, woo! Yeah! Give me! Everybody else is like, why is it Mario Circuit 3? Why is it always Mario Circuit 3? But I'm just screaming in the background like, give me more! If Super Mario Kart has 1 fan, I am that 1 fan. If Super Mario Kart has 0 fans, I am dead. Get the fuck out of my way. I love how they also just didn't make any chance of remake or maybe what am I? I'm tongue-tied. Tongue-tied? What the hell is happening? I'm tongue-tied. I like how they didn't decide to remaster any of the audio for this too. They just took the samples and then they ported it to the Wii MIDI. Fun fact, this is the first Mario Kart course ever created. If you're wondering about why they're so gung-ho about bringing Mario Circuit 3 back. And also, I believe it is inspired by a real-life track. It's called the Circuito de Jerez, I think. But if you look at it, it's remarkably similar to how the prototype of this track looked. But yeah, whenever they bring this track back and anything, I'm always like, yeah, give me more of this track, please. And then everybody's like, stop with Mario Circuit 3. Oh, god damn it. Oh, shit. Let's get it. I actually tried, I had some mini speedruns on 8 Deluxe. Mini speedruns, I guess. Just I like doing an 8 Deluxe. I don't like using the mushrooms when doing time trials. I don't know. It just feels like I know there's a reason they give you the mushrooms. You're supposed to use the mushrooms and to do shortcuts and tricks and everything. I like seeing how I can just play the track normally. I want to be able to train for the track and use my skills during time trials and then adapt them to when I'm playing Grand Prix. So I do all my runs with no mushroom runs. And doing a no mushroom run for Mario Circuit 3 on the Booster Course Pass is so fun. Oh, so I love Peach Gardens. One of the themes for Super Mario Kart Deluxe is actually based off of a mix between Peach Gardens and the Daisy Circuit. That's the Daisy Garden one. Chain Chomp. Chain Chomps are so cute. I don't know how there's any hate for Chain Chomps in this world. Like, there are people out there who just genuinely hate the Chain Chomp. They're so adorable. I love them. I mean, I guess there's a reason why Miyamoto might hate them. I just think they're so cute. I love all the the designs for all the enemies and everything. They're so adorable. Oh, looking at the Monty Mole just reminded me of another funny Super Mario Kart fact. The Monty Moles in Super Mario Kart are actually all misplaced. Every single one of them is completely misplaced by around 4 pixels in each direction. Or 4 units, I guess. And because of that, every pipe in Donut Plates 1 is actually misplaced too. There's actually no different check. It does the check based on the theme for how much it's supposed to offset the objects whenever they're laying them down on the track. And for Donut Planes, they all just use the same one. Mario Circuit 3 is so good. Why isn't there Mario Circuit 3 too? That's a great point. I guess it would then be called Mario Circuit 32. There is a Mario Circuit 4. Chippy, how's it going? I haven't seen you in years. How's it going? Holy shit's right. Yeah, I just decided like 2 days ago, you know what? I should stream again. And then this morning I woke up like, I'm gonna stream. Doing good, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm having the time of my life streaming right now. Aw, shit. How have you been holding up? I've been so busy working on all my projects. Mario Circuit 30 is gonna be like F-Zero 99. Do you know how much I would kill for an F-Zero 99, but for Super Mario Kart? Oh my god. You could make that and make it cost $1 billion. I would pay $1 billion to play it. I will be all over that shit. Give me that right now. Nintendo, if you want to make it, hire me, please. I will do anything for it. As soon as F-Zero 99 came out, I was like, could you imagine? Could you imagine Super Mario Kart 99? It would be amazing. Especially with the 99 items all over the course. It would be so good. Could you imagine? I guess the coins would be an issue, the track coins, because they'd just be gone instantly, but, you know, you can always balance that in a little bit different ways. Just have them, like, flop down on the track every so often. Oh my god. It saddens me how much hate there is for Super Mario Kart. It's such a good game. Oddly enough, the most hate for Super Mario Kart always comes from people who are die-hard Mario Kart Wii fans. I don't know what it is with the Mario Kart Wii community, but y'all need to chill. Like, you people send, like, the weirdest messages to people. You guys got some weird hatred for anything that isn't Mario Kart Wii. Like, I know some people who work on modding for Super Circuit, I know some people who work on modding for Double Dash, I know some people who work on modding for 8 Deluxe, and it's always the Mario Kart Wii fans that are just shitting on everybody else for no reason. Like, chill! There's no reason to be so angry. We're all here to just have fun. You always get like the worst comments, like the meanest people. It's like, we're all here just playing Mario Kart. Can we just get along? Thinking of comments again on stuff that I've made. I remember one of the funniest ones that I've gotten was for the Resident Evil cart when I posted that, and somebody was straight up like, "Hey OP, can I kiss you?" I was like, excuse me, I'm engaged. I can't be doing that right now. Like, appreciate the offer, but no thanks. Oh man, I love this track. I know I'm not doing the shortcut on this track. Actually, I don't know if you can do the shortcut on Wii. Can you? Or can you still do the shortcut where you hop over the pit? I know you can in Double Dash. I don't remember if you can in Wii though. It's gonna be crazy when I actually like start playing this game meaning to. And not just playing it to unlock everything, like trying to get like good times and everything. Like that right there, that was bad. I just wasted a drift. Man, I forgot how fun it was to stream. This is really fun. Oh. Of course, it's Mario Kart Wii that always has to say, you're not gonna have any fun, stupid. Oh yeah, speaking of, well, but like, future stream plans. So, of course I'm gonna be doing more Mario Kart. That's like a given. I'm always gonna be doing some Mario Kart somehow. But I might be doing some other, like, PC games. Like, I've been actually super into, Phasmophobia. And I've been wanting to get really good at the game. So, I might be doing some dual streams with Schmorbjorn, my fiance. And us playing through Phasmophobia and just like doing his practices and everything. And then, I don't know, some other games that I might play. I might play some other Mario games. Anything that really comes up. Might do some Minecraft at some point. But it'll be fun. I just want to have a nice time, just relax. Speak with the community, just have fun. And then, I don't know if they want me to announce when the thing is coming out, but there is a hack that is coming out soon for Super Mario Kart. It's not Mario Kart Deluxe, or not Super Mario Kart Deluxe. We're still working on that. But there's a hack coming soon. Some multi-words on Horizon? Really? I might try it. That'd be interesting. But yeah, there's a Super Mario Kart hack coming out soon. We've all been looking very, very forward to this one. And I will definitely be playing it on stream. I'm definitely intrigued by the idea of it. I just want to figure out what the hell it is. And like, how that works. Because I genuinely, I don't get it. I might just be stupid. I just don't get it. I've also got streamer brain on right now, so I'm like, half stupid. But yeah, just anything I feel like I just want to stream. I don't really have any major plans, but you can either assume it's going to be Mario Kart or just something else. But most of the time it's probably going to be Mario Kart, because I love Mario Kart. It's my lifeblood. I might actually stream playing through some of the 3D Mario games, because I had a lot of fun playing through those. Oh, I hear that Luma. Get away from me. I missed all of those. But eventually I do want to train for the Mario Kart Marathon. That's, like, big goals. I want to be able to, like, stream actual runs of doing Mario Kart Marathons. Mario Kart is something else that's ever good. You listen. Pretty much, it's gonna be mainly Mario Kart because that's me. Something Mario related, or it'll be just like a grab bag and it'll just be like some random thing. But those will be like pretty rare, or like whenever somebody contacts me and they want to do something. I don't know, like maybe like Stardew sometime, or Terraria, or Binding of Isaac, or Hades. I actually haven't played Hades yet, and my friends and my fiance are all saying like, "Hey, you gotta play Hades. You gotta play Hades." I'm like, I want to, but I know the second I start playing Hades, I'm not gonna stop playing Hades, and I need to I need to have that allotted for a time where I can do that. It does look like a really fun game, though. I really want to play it. Also, not gonna lie, I've been playing that Little Kitty Big City game. Oh my god, I'm so in love with that game. It's so good. Whenever I saw the commercial, or like the trailer for that game, I was like, oh no, don't show me any more of this. I'm gonna want to play it immediately, and I don't have time for that right now. And then my fiance's like, have you heard of this game, Little Kitty Big City? I was like, no, no, not right now. And then I started playing it. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Why is it I always have a fucking fake item box whenever I get blue shelled? That probably wasn't the smartest idea, but I guess it worked. Oh! Never mind. Terraria and Hades are also in the multiple thing? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to check out what the hell this is, because I'm so confused. Like, how do you connect Stardew to Mario Kart? Nice. Man, I forgot how slow 50 is, or 50cc is. I think that's the last cup, though, if I'm right. Is that the last one for 50? I should be done with 50. Because then we can move on to 100. Yeah, because it goes shell, banana, or banana, shell, one of those two, and then a leaf mining, yeah. So I'm done with 50. Hey, credit, look at the Luigi, my boy! I want that big hat. Hey, it's me! Not really, I don't look like that anymore. I have much longer hair now. Well, not really, but it's not short. Yeah, that's my boy, look at him going. Some nice chill beat. What are you doing, Yoshi? Get out of my way. I'm driving here. Hey, no passing. Luigi Kart. Oh, I love it. Could you imagine if if they switch it up next time and instead of a Mario Kart game, it's just called Luigi Kart? I would lose my shit. Like, just restart the whole series. Now we're doing Super Luigi Kart. Yes, that is me, actually. Me and the Luigi. Yes, that is me. This credits is built for me. Yeah, look at him doing that sick drift at the end. Woohoo! Man, I can't see the name Kageyama anymore without thinking of Haikyuu. Hey, Winkhev, man, how's it going? Can't skip these, can I? Nope. Moo moo! Yeah! Okay, so you guys aren't in on this meme. So, I have a little thing going where whenever I play an online match... Doing fine, just chilling before working on further on the mod for this game. Things have been fun. Oh, you're doing mods for this game? That's awesome! What are you working on? I myself am a Super Mario Kart modder. And researcher, I guess. I do a bunch of like research into Super Mario Kart and like do publish findings and everything, and like make videos on stuff and do mods and hacks for it. So I'm always interested in seeing what other people are doing with modding other games. Because is this game fully mapped out yet, like fully understood, or is there a lot to this game that just isn't understood still? Unrestricted vehicle combo mod where all characters that have vehicles. Oh, that's awesome! That's actually really nice. Yeah. That has been much needed. That's one complaint I do have about this game, and the ones that are, I think it's about halfway fully understood, falling behind. Yeah, Super Mario Kart. I'm like one of the only people doing it nowadays for like trying to understand the game. So like, luckily, we're trying to spawn more researchers into the game. We're like maybe, I'd say still maybe about like halfway for like fully understanding everything. Like we generally understand how everything works, but it's not like, it's not great. We're still, there's a lot that like we just kind of take at face value and be like, yeah, I guess that's how that works. But yeah, one thing about this game that always did bother me was that, and DS, was that certain vehicles were restricted to certain characters. And Double Dash, I guess. See what you made for? Oh, so you followed my deluxe work. That's sick, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I do. We have been pushing Super Mario Kart to its absolute limits. I have personally seen that game stretch so far at this point that, like, that game is held together by duct tape and super glue. It is ridiculous. Cheap Charger, oh, that's adorable. I honestly, sometimes I wish that it actually was like a 3D, like a real 3D engine, because some of the stuff that we have to do, we just can't feasibly do, because it just... Do you play 50 Grand Prix carts in WAG? Oh, that's right, I forgot that whenever you get all the golds, you can do carts and bikes and all those CCs. But yeah, there's a lot. Mission build fully functional while this game still has the mode as an unused data map. I forgot that Wii has a mission mode. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's a super glue cart. I just saw that. Yeah, mission mode. I was working on that for like months before I even got anything that was remotely like showable. Like, for now, the system that we got, like, it's still not perfect, but it works well enough. If I were to do it again, I'd do it a little bit differently. But it works well enough for what we're doing, and we just kind of decided to keep going with it. But the missions themselves, I made a framework that allows us to basically customize whatever we want to do in a mission, and set set specific win and lose conditions, set passing conditions for like setting the ranks on how you get the at the end whatever your rank is going to be. And how that's calculated, and we're just playing around with different gimmicks to see what we're doing for the different missions. And of course, the boss stuff is all modeled off of that. The bosses are kind of being a little annoying right now because we've actually made the bosses a little too complex. So we're having to cut some stuff because it's just too much for both the game and for the player. PD was like my absolute limit. We're getting no more complicated than what that PD fight was, because that was insane. I have one exception to that, and I can't say what the exception is, but I am having a fun time messing with it right now. And it's not going to be as complex as PD, but the mechanic... Oh, hello, alarm. But the mechanics behind the scenes are going to be extremely complex. Understandable, though. The fact that it works to a certain extent is incredible. Honestly, yeah, like, I'm looking back at past me being like, what the hell was that? How did you do that? It was a pain in the ass to set up, but we got it. It was a lot of, like, probing different random things that, like, seemed like they should work, and we had to actually, like, redesign the entire way that the game does event calling for how different modes are worked. So, like, we had to override that entire system, delete it, pretty much add our own system into it, and now we have a different game mode system entirely. But some of the code is unrecognizable from the original. And we've had to cut a lot of code and replace it with our own code to make it so that it still works. And a lot of our testing has been just making sure that our new code does exactly what the original code would have done in specific like scenarios. So, because the whole thing about Super Mario Kart Deluxe is we want the original game to be completely intact. If you wanted to play the original, you can play it in Deluxe. It's not supposed to replace Super Mario Kart at all. It's supposed to add on to it. So that one restriction is a little bit of a pain to deal with sometimes, but we're working with it, and we're doing, I think, a good job at it. We're a little bit slow just because of real life stuff that's happened recently, but we're still working on it very, very heavily, and we're hoping to release it soon-ish. When I say soon-ish, I don't mean like in the next month or anything like that. I mean like before I die. Like, we're trying to release it as fast as we can, but we also don't want to rush it because we don't want to make it bad. We want to make it so that everything is still good and like everything still feels like it's a Mario Kart game and not like it is a mod. We want it to feel like this is something that Nintendo could have done. Can imagine being a keep vanilla game included. Oh, you have no idea. There's some things that, like, if I could just rewrite the original code, I would. But because I just do not agree with some of the design decisions that were made, but we have to keep it the original because that's how it was done. We want to keep it so that, like, you could just pick up the game, play it as is. Keep it a fun hobby project whenever possible. It's a fun passion project. Yeah, it started off as that thing, and a little bit around a year ago, we did notice that we were pushing it a little too much, making it too much of a job rather than a hobby thing, and we had to, like, we just also got hit at the same time with a bunch of real life stuff that was not great. So we just had to take a step back and be like, hey, this is a fun thing. We're doing this for fun, and we want to keep it fun. We're not trying to do this as a job. We don't want to make any money off of this. It's just have fun. Which one did I always use for this? Did I use the Mach Bike? I remember playing with the Mach Bike before and remembering it was being very weird. Also, there's a thing about this game that I do not understand. What the hell is an inside versus an outside drifting bike? If anybody can tell me, because I've tried to look it up. I still don't get it. I don't understand. All I know is people saying inside drifts are better, outside drifts are worse. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. Let's go Sugar Scoot. That seems like it'll be fun. We just did that. Let's go back to here. Moo Moo! I love Moo Moo. I never finished my story on that. So whenever I'm playing the online mode for any Mario Kart game, if there's a Moo Moo in there, I will exclusively pick Moo Moo if it shows up. Inside drift starts drifting on the inside right away, while outside drifts like a cart starts outside. So here's what I don't get about that. So inside drift is more just like an immediate turning rather than like immediate drifting. Like it does like an L rather than like a C, I guess. Like this feels, I guess, like a cart. So this is an outside drift bike. Okay. And I'm guessing the Mach Bike is an inside drift, because that's what everybody always uses, and they're like, oh, it's the best inside. And because I always see that funky Mach Bike combo. I guess I'm just used to more outside drift ones, because it feels more like a real drift, because inside drift for me doesn't actually feel like you're drifting. it feels like you're doing like a pivot turn, or I don't even know if that's like the actual term for it, but like it feels like you're not actually drifting until way late into the drift. Because like a drifting is supposed to be you're keeping your momentum from like driving forward, and then you're sliding along and then using the tires to like influence the direction that you're going in your drift. But like that doesn't feel like a drift; it feels like a turn. Not only the best ones are inside, but their speed, turn, drift, tightness, and mini turn preparation are just way better. Oh, that's why everybody likes them? I thought that, like, inside drifting was just a better thing. Just flat out. That's just because the karts or the bikes are just better. That's stinky. I like that. Because, yeah, if you're going to get the advantage on the inside line at the beginning of the line anyway, like, you're getting a higher speed. Fooled around with force, every vehicle to be an outside drift, and those best bikes are still easily the best. Oh, wow, okay. So it has nothing to do with, like, the drift style itself, it's just the bikes are just good. Yeah, I don't like that. I'd like if there was some mix between them, like some outside drifts were good and some inside drifts were good. Oh shit, Moo Moo! I love Moo Moo. I don't care how bad the track is. I don't care if people hate this track. I will pick it every time. You give me the option, I'm picking Moo Moo. I've made some people very upset by picking Moo Moo. There's no reason why I pick Moo Moo. There's no, like, legitimate reason. It's not, like, because it's a great track, not because I like the track or anything. It's just because it started as a meme, and I'm committing to the bit until the day I die. If you see Moo Moo on the screen, it's coming up. That was actually, the balancing was one thing that we struggled a little bit with for Super Mario Kart Deluxe. Because, like, obviously the balancing of the way that, like, the original game is just Bowser and DK are just the best. You're not going to get better than Bowser and DK if you're doing, if you're, like, a professional player. And if you're not a professional player, then you're going to pick Koopa or Toad. And that's just how it is. So, like, with the new carts, we try to balance them a little bit better so they're, like, more all-around. But we still kept the fact that Bowser and DK are the best. But there's more variation to them. It's like you still got, like, your kind of subclasses, but, yeah, they feel a little bit more rounded out, and they feel like they're more balanced than the original class was. The reason certain combos getting picked is become long, etc. is because the game has a certain character bonus stat, so some characters have a speed bonus, some drift, and so on, and monster than other parties. Oh, okay, yeah. So I kind of knew about the bonus stats. I didn't know that they were, like, I thought they were just all-around stat increases, not, like, specific things, I guess. Because I know that 8 Deluxe does that. There's a funny cart combo you can do. I might do it later on stream, actually, if I switch to 8 Deluxe at any point. There's a funny cart combo you can do with Lakitu and the monster truck, whatever that thing is, and then, like, the big orange wheels, and you just have a maximum of 1 stat, I think. It's really funny. Some stat and class are very important for the fun balance, especially to show the very good characters are very hard to handle. Yeah. Like, there shouldn't be a character that's just, you play this character, you're gonna win. You want the character to feel like, this character has some benefits, but they also have some drawbacks. Like, they might have good handling, but, like, the top speed isn't the best, but they can do really good off-road or something. But you want that for, like, a certain type of playstyle. Like, your character should be dictated kind of by your playstyle, but also, like, you shouldn't suffer if you just like to play a character. I had one of my friends exclusively plays that Lakitu build, and it's so funny every time. I think it's max handling is the stat. I have to check. Also, a funny story. My build for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I did it entirely as a joke when I started playing the game, and just happened to land on the best build combo, but like besides character. It's the Bitty Buggy with the Azure Rollers, or I guess at the time it was the Bitty Buggy with the Azure Rollers and the gold standard paraglider. But before the booster course pass, apparently that was like the best build that you could have, other than the Waluigi Wiggler thing. But I was just exclusively playing that. I was like, man, I like how this feels. It's also really funny just playing in a Bitty Buggy. But people were always like, oh my gosh, you must be a professional at this game. I was like, I very much am not, but I think the cart looks funny. You're saying, hey, I had this with the Wild Wiggler Tiny Red Wheels for online play and Big Red Wheels for offline. I actually don't know any of the other stat combos for the other ones. Love sitting on the Wiggler on the. I know, it's so funny. And the fact that you can be Wiggler on a Wiggler now is so hilarious to me. Okay, hold that. When they added PD, I was genuinely screaming my head off. I was like, yes, my boy, they finally added you back! Because that was at the same time that we were working on the PD fight, too, I think. Was that around that time, or was that after? I think we were working on that at the time, and I saw that PD, and I was like, oh, yes! Because I think in that same one they added Kamek and Wiggler. Was that the two that they added? Or was it just... it was PD and somebody else. But we had already added Kamek. And we were gonna add a Wiggler in Deluxe, in Super Mario Kart Deluxe. But we ran across some like engine issues with it, and it was not gonna work out, and it'd be too complicated. And the game was gonna lag way too much if we did it. So we weren't super keen on doing that. But I sent a message in our development group chat. I was like, "Oh my god, Nintendo's spying on us." So word to the wise, if you want Nintendo to add something to a game, just make a mod of it and advertise it for years at a time, and then they'll be like, no, we got it first. I genuinely do wonder sometimes if there is somebody at Nintendo who's like watching our stuff. Because at this point, with like all the stuff that's been publicized about like the stuff that I've been working on, I would be surprised if nobody at Nintendo knows about what I do. And at this point, it's like, are they just waiting, or do they just not want to do something about it? Yeah, the fact they finally added Kamek, I was so happy, because like he was already like teased in the original game files for 8 before, right? Like he had a character icon that was already in the game, but they had cut him or something. And then I know with 64 that he was like even fully modeled. Oh shit, get out! Yeah, the fact that they finally had a Kamek, I was like, oh, beloved, yes, you are finally here. Oh shit. Okay, so for the longest time when playing this game, did you guys realize that those things at the end, that the track moving was like, that those were bulldozers? Because I didn't realize that until about 2 weeks ago. I thought that the actual track itself was shifting, not that the bulldozer was moving back and forth. Oh shit! No! Come on, I was trying to throw a banana forward. Ah, fuck you! Oh! Oh my god. Realized it pretty quickly, but you're not the only one who didn't realize it pretty late. Yeah, I just, for some reason I didn't get it. I thought like the actual track under here was moving. Oh god, that was way too close. Jesus Christ, and another blue shell! Oh my god, the balancing in this game is ridiculous. Oh god, thank god I got 60 on that. CPU's cheating as usual. I know, it's always a thing. I don't think that this is a single Mario Kart game where they aren't cheating little fuckers. I've been working on a video actually, like, discussing that entire topic for Super Mario Kart and why the CPUs are just so cheaty. Because they genuinely, ugh. Never noticed, but it's so obvious looking at it now. Yeah, like when I looked at it and I realized it, I was like, oh my god, how did I never fucking realize that before? But now I'm like, what the hell? I never realized. And I only realized because I looked behind me at the backwards camera at the very end of a race one time. I was like, oh, the track isn't moving. Because it really confused me for a long time. I would plan my path as if the track itself was moving instead of the bulldozers. Oh yeah, Luigi! Wow, nice. Should I skip again? Oh, it's everybody's favorite, Coconut Mall. Hot take, I actually don't like the Coconut Mall in the Booster Course pack. It's... it doesn't get the feel of the original, right? Like, it feels like a... I don't know why, the Booster Course tracks, they all feel like toys. Hey, welcome to the pit crew. Bizarre Colton. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Close to streamline straightforward and turn them out. Yeah. Okay. No. Ugh, I don't have any moderators in my chat right now. Fucking. One of those spam bots. Here's my chat. Oy, I don't have any of the mod tools in my OBS window for some reason. How do I get to my chat? Okay. No, that's over. Yeah, I've seen that fucking bot post all over. I don't like it. Yeah, like, okay. So I have this like issue with a lot of the Booster Course backtrack. Oh my god, hi. But I feel like they just feel too dumbed down. Like, they don't feel like the whole spirit of Mario Kart. Like, they feel like you're playing an RC car track instead of like you're playing Mario Kart. And like, if that's what they're going for, I get it, but you could do that in a different game instead of just putting it onto Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, if it's on its own standalone thing, I'd be completely fine with it. But the fact that it's coupled with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it feels wrong. It doesn't sit right with me. Shit. Escalators in the cruise per pack just to fill the conveyor belt. Oh, I'm trying to imagine what it was. Oh god. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it feels like, but like, it just, I don't know, it feels, I know the tracks are supposed to be the same size and everything, but the scaling feels off. and like everything doesn't feel like it's lively. It just feels like it's kind of there. Because mostly because it's ported from Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, that's a lot of it too. Is that the tracks are just Tour tracks, but they put it in 8 Deluxe, which Tour has its own design. It has its own like design mentality that's completely different than 8 Deluxe, which is why it clashes so much for me. But yeah, I am glad that the tracks are preserved, but it doesn't sit right. Some of the tracks do hit really good though, like the Shroom Ridge, that remake, it is fantastic. It feels exactly like how Shroom Ridge is supposed to feel. Like super very windy, super tight roads and everything. But yeah, most of the tracks, they're just meh. They're alright. Yeah, when Mario Kart 8, we had its DLC, the poster like it belonged to the game, and like some reviews they can Mario as well. Yeah, exactly. Like they feel like they belong in Mario Kart 8. Like the whole vibe of Mario Kart 8 is that it's supposed to be like, yeah, this is you're doing real life karting, but in these really crazy, wacky scenarios, and like it feels supposed to feel like real life. But the whole vibe of Mario Kart Tour is like, yeah, you get to like experience like a simulated feeling of this, and like a small scale thing where it feels like a toy, because that's what Mario Kart Tour is a toy. Mario Kart Toy. That's a good name. I just, I had so many hopes for the Booster Course pack, and they just... It's a solid, like, 6 out of 10 for me, which isn't horrible, but it's like, there's so much that could have been done so much better. And, like, the track, like, the lines on the tracks, too, they don't feel like Mario Kart 8 lines, they feel like Mario Kart 4 lines. Or, like, I mean, like, the driving lines. And like this track, you drive down this part right here, and everything just feels massive. Like you feel like you're driving like a car through a real life mall. But then again, it also makes me think that like the reason it was kind of was because like the real Mario Kart tour, or the real Mario Kart team was working on the next Mario Kart, rather than like the tour team working on this Mario Kart. Which I hope that's the case, because if the actual team is working on something even bigger and better, then I'll be very happy. You're gonna have a proper drive. Yeah. There's a lot of people who actually have gone through and modded the Boost Course Pass to like make it feel like actual Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and they are fantastic. Like they polish pretty much everything, like the visual styles, all the shadings and everything, like the feels of the tracks, the lines of the tracks. They feel like everything feels like it should be in the game that way. The way that you can tell a feeling of like a good track is that it feels like you added extra stuff to it to make it feel like it's in place. Like if you just have like, oh yeah, here's a thing where you drive on, it's like, yeah, there's that track, I guess, but like it doesn't have any personality or life to it. That's why the Sky High Sunday course is like, it's a track that feels like Fall Guys, and it's supposed to feel like Fall Guys. But that's it. It doesn't feel like Mario Kart. It feels like Fall Guys. And then the fact that, like, everything in the booster course pack, everything is scaled up by like a factor of like 1.5, I think. So everything looks improperly scaled. Oh man, I was gonna try to go for that the shortcut there, but I just realized I was on 100. I'm like, I'm not doing that on 100. The texture colors are baked as texture and everything looks extremely like that. Yeah, like everything is vertex colored, I'm pretty sure. Or most things are vertex colored. And like, that's a specific style you can go for, and you can really, really pull that style off very well. But the thing is, you have to have that style consistent. You can't just mix styles with like hyper-realism and vertex coloring. Because then you just get something that looks clashy and it looks cheap. Most of my issues with it are the fact that it's in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, if it was its own standalone thing, I'd be perfectly fine with everything. Makes me wonder if Japanese Mario Kart modding would do a job. I genuinely think it's just that they had the tour team work on it. Which is I believe it's a different team entirely than the mainline team. Annoyance for me is the red bands and blue arrows. I actually genuinely like that idea. The whole idea that like you mix 3 tracks in together and then you do 1 track per lap and then mix around everything. I like that a lot. And they did kind of like make it feel like Tour a little bit, where like you have the what do they call it, the T tracks or the R tracks, where they just spam a bunch of random platforms everywhere, which is really funny. Oh, Rosalina, no. I'm gonna get green. Isn't Green Arrow the that one superhero, that DC superhero? Yeah. No! You've betrayed me. I actually really, really do like that whole idea, though. Said it would a little more than blue. Yeah, like I wish like the actual track itself changed itself, but I do understand that that's like not easy to do when you have specific limitations. Like a player can be very, very far back, and you can't just like soft like a player or anything. Green arrows only make off-road bonus vehicles turn those arrows into zippers. That'd be actually, yeah, good to be like catch-up balance thing where like you can give like players behind a little bit more of a speed up where they can get zippers on the floor. That'd be cool. Out of the way. No! Okay, does this game have a thing that like quick use item thing like the other games, or I know at least Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe have it, where like you can use an item or like click the button to get an item faster than you normally would be able to. Because I know apparently 8 Deluxe has it. I know for sure that Super Mario Kart does. Ah! Oh, you. You can stop people that believe that there's a cooldown, I think about 80 to 90 frames after touching the edge box. Oh, okay. Is it in every game? Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. That's such a weird, interesting feature that you can do that. Which I guess makes sense that you can do that, but it's never actually told that you can do that by any manual or anything. It's like, hey, if you know you can do it, you can do it. It does make sense because like the whole roulette system is like you're supposed to be able to stop a roulette system. These most have it. That would make sense if most do have it. If even like Deluxe has it. Fun fact, there actually is an unused item roulette in Super Mario Kart that we're not exactly sure what it was planned to do, but from the code that does exist, it seems like what it was planned to do was if you lost a race, instead of like just immediately losing a life and getting game over or anything, it was called like something like the last lucky hit or something like that. It was like basically what it would be was you'd have an extra roulette at the very end if you lost a race, where you had a chance to get another life. So you wouldn't like lose a life from losing a match or anything. And I don't remember if it was only from when you had a game over or what it was. There's very little code to go on for it. But it's completely unused. Yeah, like an actual slot machine. But I thought that was interesting. I would have really loved if that was in the game, but that was cut because of code size constraints. Or just really early on, they just didn't want to have that. But there is a thing there, and there is a 1-up item that is modeled, or not modeled, but there is a 1-up sprite that is in the game, or not in the game, what am I saying? I'm being stupid right now, in the development files. So, it's an interesting concept. I actually really wish they kind of brought that back. But of course, they didn't have, like, lives. They took up the life system, so they didn't need to. A rank on boo. Do you get anything for 2-starring that cup? They wish they didn't make the single-player experience super boring. The latest Mario Kart. Yeah, that is another thing. It just feels like... It definitely feels like this game is made for multiplayer. But the single-player experience is so unique, and it needs to be, like, distilled down to a nice, fine thing that you can do. Like, DS did it perfect. Mission mode. Just have a way that you can experience, like, going through the different tracks in different ways and experiment, like, how to learn with things and, like, just mess around with the game. Like, it's such a good thing to do in a game, and I'm so sad they didn't do anything outside of DS for that.
Let's go.
Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Team Racing, and really cool story mode as well. Yeah, I love when, like, games that are like this, which are just, like, I guess arcade-style games, actually have, like, a story mode that you can do on your own and just play around. Mario Kart DS will still be one of my favorites, specifically because of mission mode. It's such an amazing concept that I had to bring it into SNKDX. I forgot the different horns they all had. Oh no, not this again. We're not starting with this. I've actually never played Crash Team Racing. I played some of Diddy Kong Racing though, and I low-key kind of hope the next gimmick that they do for the Mario Kart games, because every single Mario Kart game has a new gimmick. I hope that the new one has like the planes as a gimmick. A hub board for Mario Kart, you can fool around the cart physics and get a helpful feel of it. Yeah, it does feel weird that the only way that you can actually experiment with things is if you just go to time trial, which, like, most people don't really like time trial because, like, oh, it's only for the good people. But I feel like I wish there was, like, more of a playground that you could just play with stuff and then feel, like, how things feel. Or, like, you have, like, missions, I guess, or, like, little daily things that you could, or not daily things, like, you have little mini things that you can give, like, a select amount of carts to, and, like, restrict players to, like, hey, try out one of these 3 carts for this little mini thing to do. And then see, like, how these carts differ, and you can actually, like, play with better carts and stuff. Instead of being locked into, like, oh, this is just the best cart because it's the best cart. I do like that Nintendo is getting more back into, like, less corporatizing the games and more, like, just making the games fun because they're fun again. Like, a lot of their recent games definitely feel like they're taking the time to making sure the game is, like, fun before, like, doing anything with it. Because Mario Wonder was such a breath of fresh air to the 2D Mario series. And then this last few Mario Kart games and tried Diddy Kong Racing again. Yeah, like, Diddy Kong Racing is so good. And if they want, like, a new thing to go off of, like, that would be a perfect inspiration to go from. I love Hoopa Cape. Such a good track. It'd be nice if you send them a letter soon. See if they'd like to go again. Yeah! That's one thing, though. I'm always, like, I've always wanted to do that, but I'm always worried about doing that, because I know there's a whole thing with, like, with corporate stuff, like, there's that whole thing where if you see an idea for something online, that, like, if you then use that idea, it's not very great. That, like, you can't really be, like, there's a stigma against using ideas that, like, are seen online from stuff. I've always wanted to send Nintendo a letter, though. I think it'd be funny. It genuinely makes me wonder what they're planning for, like, release titles for their new system is going to be. Because, like, from what they've said about it, it feels very much like what the 3DS is to the DS. And if it's got, like, some new unique spin on it, like, gotta have some games that use that new unique spin on it. So, yeah, I'm excited for the future what Nintendo stuff is going to be, because it feels like they've got some good ideas for, like, creative direction for what they're doing. Oh, get back here. Prime 4's gotta be there. If Prime 4 is not there at release, I'm gonna fucking riot. That game has been teased for so long. Like, at this point, just do it. It has to be there. Like, they said absolutely nothing about it. They said, the last thing they said was, like, the last thing they said about Metroid Prime 4 was, oh, it's in development. And that was around the time when Metroid Dread was released. And there's been nothing since then, which makes me think, like, yeah, they've got to be just saying, like, no, we're laying this in the next system so we can make it better. Which, by the way, Metroid Dread, fantastic game. You know what? I actually kind of want to play that on stream. I love Metroid Dread, and I need to replay that. I might try that a couple streams down the line. God, it's been 7 years. Yeah, it has. Jeez. I actually didn't get a Switch on release. I got it in 20... Oh god. I just got Mario Karted. I got it in like late 2018? Yeah, same theory. I feel like it's been so much development hell for Nintendo and Retro Studios that they're just like, oh god. I feel like they're trying to save it though. I need to go back and actually play through the Prime series. Because I remember I played a little bit of, like, 2 with my cousin when I was younger. But I don't think I've ever actually played any of the other of the series. And when I was younger, I didn't know what the whole series was about anyway. I do love the Metroid series, that's so good. Games in development hell never end up being good. Yeah, it is worrying. But then sometimes there's that whole thing where they're just like, it's so bad of a development, they just kind of restart and they're like, yeah, we're doing it from the beginning. Fuck everything else. Scrap whatever it was before. Rip the rope at the end of this track. I'm so sad that didn't make it into the boost push pack. Oh! I did it again! I need to stop doing that. Oh, that screwed me over last time. Ah, shit. I was so excited when the Pikmin 4 game got announced. Oh my god. I had been just like begging. I was like, oh man, Pikmin 4. I would love for a Pikmin 4 game, but we've heard nothing about Pikmin 4. And then Miyamoto just comes out with a little Pikmin shirt, and I'm like, ah! I was so happy. Pikmin series is one of my favorite series. Oh my god! I know. Whenever you see Miyamoto come on screen, you're just like, oh, this is gonna be something, isn't it? Yeah, he started off with Pikmin Bloom too. Everyone's like, hey, yeah, Pikmin. And he's on Pikmin Bloom. It's like, oh, is it just gonna be Pikmin? It's Pikmin 4! I love that he knows how much of a joke it was too that like Pikmin 4 hadn't been released, so he's like, everyone's gonna know it's Pikmin 4. It's Pikmin Bloom. That game was absolutely fantastic. I love that game. Ooh. It was so funny too with the like Aonuma knew the whole meme too of like every time you see Aonuma on the screen, it's either gonna be the best news or the worst news you've ever heard. So like whenever you see Aonuma now, he just comes on the screen and it's like if he comes on, he's got like a half smile. It's like, oh no, be prepared to hear delay. And if he comes up with a full smile, it's like, oh, we're getting new footage, baby. I still think the funniest sequence of events ever in a Direct was when Miyamoto was announcing the cast for the Mario movie. That was one of the funniest moments in history. That day still lives in my head. It was so funny. Oh, Grumble, such a good track. This game has some of the best tracks in my opinion. Like, they all feel so very well designed. And they're very creative, too. Also, I'm not doing the shortcut on this, because, no. Like, the ultra shortcut. I know how to do it, but I don't remember if you can even do it on 100, and also, like, I don't want to do it right now. Ah, shit. I also don't even know if you can do it with a sugar scoot. Oh, shit! Oh, God. Excited about the movie sequel, how it needs to be made in 2 years. I just realized that from the game. Yeah. Oh god. Like I know they have most of like the model assets already like ready, and they probably have a lot of like the schedule, like a lot of like the pre-work done, and like a lot of like the issues with making it would have to be like in the early stages when making the first movie, and they probably have a lot of the stuff done already. But yeah, the artist I feel so bad for. Like, oh god, I would at least give at least another year or two for that movie, but I am excited. I really did enjoy the first movie. Like, a lot of people will shit on it, being like, oh my god, it's just so simple, stupid, but like, it was, for what it was supposed to be, it was very good. It's just a nice, simple movie about talking about the origins of Mario. Oh my god! I had zero control on that, by the way. Jesus Christ. Can somebody clip that? I need to see that again. My brain was just in full overdrive mode there. Cosplay as Mario, go to the cinema. I cosplayed as Luigi. No joke, and I brought my Luigi little plushie with me. I even made a post. I made a post where he had like a big bucket of popcorn, and I was like, he is ready. I wonder if the next movie will be like Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, or if it'll be like another thing in like the whole franchise, like maybe like a Luigi's Mansion movie or something like that. That would be very interesting. And I would kill for Luigi's Mansion movie. Oh my god. Hell yeah, first place! I miss, one thing I do miss in the Booster Quest pack, I really, really miss the whole stylized trophies. Like, the trophies that they have there, stupid picture of the town like this, don't worry about it. The trophies that you get for like the regular cups. Oh hell yeah, thank you. The trophies that I get for that you get for the regular cups in 8 Deluxe, like they're all very stylized and they look really cool. And then the ones for the Booster Course pack are like, yeah, here's a trophy with an image on it. I need to watch that clip after. That's I was in panic mode.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Sugar Scoop, my boy. Okay, we got Special Cup and Lightning Cup, and then I'll do Special Cup and Lightning Cup, and then after that, I think I will end the stream. That should be good for a nice test stream. I wonder if I should make a stream archive channel too, so that I can just upload the streams afterwards for people who miss them. Because I know the VODs are going to get deleted in like 2 weeks. Did the Wii U ones have a unique? Yeah, I don't remember if they did. No ending ceremony. I know, the ending ceremony. I miss that so much. That was one thing that when I started playing this again, I was like, oh man, that's so cute. I really like that. I do love the, I do love the Lakitu just going, nice try, whenever you don't get a, whenever you don't get a cub. I like the replays. The replays are a nice nice touch. I'm also so curious how the replay system works. Nice with a big smile and very soulless clap. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like you get first, second, there's like congratulations, and you get fourth and lower. He's like, nice try, idiot, stupid. It's one of the most demeaning things too. You son of a bitch. I know you can do it with the karts in this game. Can you do it with the bikes too, where the Lakitu drop boost thing, where if you press A at the right time, then it'll give you a little boost when it drops you? Or am I just getting the timing really wrong? Typical dry dog wins moment, yeah. Earth well vehicles? Okay, I'm just stupid then. I wonder if I've expressed enough how shit I am at this game. I didn't learn how to, like, actively play this game better until I was, like, in middle school. Oh, god damn it. Don't you dare. Nope, get back here, 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 get back here. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it! Yeah! Woo!
Luigi wins. Luigi #1. Wow.
Now that's a race finisher. I love when you get to pull off cool stuff like that. View Highway is so good. I love you. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Shit. Play way worse than he was also. Yeah, like, playing on stream is such a good thing, because there's people who know so much, like, so many different things about how to play. It's so nice. I've learned so much about, like, how just to play Mario Kart Wii specifically in the past, like, 2 weeks of watching other people stream. Oh, hello! I don't know why I always take this path. I'm definitely way worse when at playing Super Mario Kart, which is funny. I am dog shit at that game, which is good for developing because you want to make things that like are still fun for people who are bad at the game. But I do want to get better at playing that game. No, go away! Stupid. Oh god! I'm going through it. Yeah, it very much is a very, very difficult game to control. It's part of the charm that I like about it. It's just like, it's just a hard game. And if you go into it knowing that it's a hard game, and that you're you're in for the long haul, then it's fun. But if you're going into it thinking like, oh, I just want a nice, easy Mario Kart game to play, don't play Super Mario Kart. It is not a game to play when you just want to relax and be like, I'm gonna play a nice, relaxing Mario Kart game. That's like a deluxe. You can pick that game up, be like, I'm gonna have a nice, calming drive today. Super Mario Kart Hard is that kind of like, I want to pick up a Mario Kart game, but I also want to like either tear my hair out or throw myself off a building right now. Yeah, it feels like the arcade game at home. It's like the perfect way to describe it. It was when Nintendo was very much still in the practice of like, yeah, we need to make games that get people to play again and again. I miss that kind of like level of difficulty where it feels like you're playing a real arcade game. Where it feels slightly unfair, but not too unfair that it's just awful. I don't need to put a yeah, could you imagine having to put a quarter in every time you game over in Super Mario Kart? Oh god. Or even just like, if you lost a race, you gotta put a quarter in. I would cry. You know what? New mod idea. I'm gonna find some people who make like arcade consoles. I'm gonna get them to port Super Mario Kart into it, and then it's specifically that if you lose a track, you gotta put a quarter in to continue. You'd be poor, but those arcades, those would be rich. Ah, shit. That'd be a really fun project to do, actually. If I knew more about how to do, like, hardware stuff, I'd absolutely do that. I mean, I guess I could do, like, a controller pin input thing. And use one of the unused controller bits. And then have that pin be something that's, like, used for a coin detector. Oh, shit! It wouldn't be that hard to do for a physical thing, but it would be really funny. Now that I do actually have hardware here, I can actually do hardware stuff. I need to be careful though, because I have an issue with my current hardware setup when I'm doing interfacing with like my computer. Because I was doing some machine learning stuff, tests, where I'd like make the hardware actually play itself, which was really cool, but I've had some phantom powering issues, and I don't want to ruin my SNES. So I just got to be very careful with that stuff. I mean, I guess I could use more optocouples and stuff, but I don't want to buy a shit ton of optocouples. And I also don't know much about hardware stuff enough to be able to make something. Yeah, I bought this one, this SNES secondhand off of eBay, and it was still expensive as fuck. I don't want to destroy an SNES. And like, getting a good thing that's like a controller interface that I can like easily modify for the controller pinouts. Oh, you motherfucker. Getting a good thing that I can modify easily for that. I pretty much am limited to using like Arduino stuff for now, and it's just not great to use. Because of the powering. But I had issues where like I'd turn off my SNES and it would still be on because it was being powered through the controller port. I do want to like do streams of that at some point though, if I can get that all set up. Oh hey Mario fan, how's it going? I'd love to do like streams of doing the machine learning Super Mario Kart playing itself at some point, because that would be really fun. But I need to fix all of the issues first and make sure that I don't break anything. Yeah, hard mods for the Game Boy Advance where you want to put 2 trips and give them another boy. Wait, the house needs to be nowadays. I'd like to have it level. Yeah, it would be. I would love that. Because I would love just to have like an experimental SNES that works like exactly like a regular SNES. And all you'd have to do is like maybe just get like a dump of like the ROM for one of the chips and just like have like an EP-ROM or EEPROM. Time traveling right now? That's good. Yeah, I could use a dummy model. Like, as much as I love using emulator stuff, they're not completely accurate in every regard, and I'd love to have something that I could just hardware test that is going to be fully accurate every time. And, like, you can use, like, FPGAs, but they're not the best to use, because some of them are just basically emulators, and then other ones, they're just so expensive. And I'd love a thing that you can just plug an actual cartridge into and just work like an actual SNES. With some weird attempts. What are you TTing right now? Oh god. There's so many experiments I want to do with, like, just specifically for Super Mario Kart, there's so many experiments that I want to do. I have planned, and, like, I'm still planning for in the future. Like, I've got at least, like, a decade worth of stuff that, like, I still want to work on. There's so much I want to do. I still have, like, plans for doing Super Mario Kart online with physical hardware. That's a thing that, like, will eventually happen. I know for sure. But it's gonna have to be whenever I'm, like, fully cleared schedule with all my projects. Because that's gonna be a pain in the butt to do. Need to find a proper Super Famicom. Is he up for your outlets? Oh yeah. Yeah, because it has a different power requirement to it too. What are you using right now? Are you just using an adapter? Or like a outlet adapter, I guess? PC just blue screen, what? That's not good. Oh god! Yeah, that's no fun. You're typing, you just get a blue screen. That's scary. I hope your computer's okay. Use a third-party adapter to the Emperor Super Famicom Junior. What? Oh god. Ever since you updated the SDs and SD that affect protocols producing Oh yeah, the different power requirements. Oh, I am doing ass. I'm reading chat and trying to drive. You're in Coconut Mall? Hey, nice. Are you like a professional like runner, or are you just doing this for fun? I do know that the FX Pack Pro has different power requirements, so it's sometimes a little bit weird to use them. That's one of the issues that I was having too. No pro, not even close. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yo, I'm gonna have to ask how you're supposed to pronounce your name and how you want me to call it. Agath. 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 How do you want me to pronounce your name? It's more rare that you don't burn out than get a slow start. Really? Okay, I'm gonna say some ways of pronouncing how I think it's pronounced, and you tell me which number. So one is Agatha, second is Agath. Oh, which one of those two? Yeah, first place. I'm surprised I got first place actually with how second one Agath. Okay. Good to know. I will remember that. Me up at A, yeah! Alright, what do I have left? I have Lightning Cup for 100. Oop, that's not 100. Dingus.
Luigi time! Wow, nice.
Alright, yeah, I've got all these done. Wow, I got a C rank on that. Got time one? Hey, let's go! Alright. This is gonna be the last cup I do, and then I'm gonna end the stream. But this has been really fun. I forgot how much fun streaming was. I'm definitely gonna be doing this more again, because this was very fun. It's been nice just being able to talk to everybody again, just to relax, hang out, and play around. Oh, Mario Circuit 3, my beloved. For those of you who don't know, I am a Super Mario Kart hacker. That is mainly what I do. I'm a researcher and hacker and developer stuff, blah 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 blah. Ooh! And I love Super Mario Kart to bits. Oi! I would sing, but I don't know if the audio is synced correctly, so it's just gonna sound awful if I just start singing. Oh, when I start singing anyway, fucking... I have no control over my brain sometimes. I don't know if it's just me, but this track feels not the same. Like, it feels slightly different than what it's supposed to feel for the layout. Like, the center board there feels like it should be a little bit tighter. I guess we... Just thinking of Mario Flow. Yeah, Mario Flow I actually wanted to try out a little bit of that stuff. Oh, on real hardware. God damn it. Well, at least I didn't get thunder. But I do want to try out that stuff, porting it over to real hardware, because I actually have that hardware interface set up now. And I could have an interface with Python properly. Oh, shit. Kind of zipper quick, like in Super Mario Kart, super quick, sharp boost doubles your speed. Okay, I have some words about that, but I will keep quiet. It's kind of a zipper in Super Mario Kart works exactly the same as a mushroom. Like it's no different except for one specific thing, which means that you can infinite boost off of a zipper, but you can't infinite boost off of a mushroom. And so that's the only difference between the two. So as long as the game, whatever game it does, it has the zipper do the exact same thing as a mushroom. Good in my eyes. Ship it, let's go. Also, I don't think it's double exactly. I think the number... Oh, God. Oh, I should use that for the shortcut. We see this function is going to be impossible to only make it fun. What do you mean by that? With the infinite boosting? Because that whole thing is hilarious, by the way. It's also not infinite, which I discovered. I figured out how the actual system works, and I discovered that it's not really infinite, but it takes around, like, what was it? Like, 18 minutes on NTSC and, like, 23 minutes on PAL. That was a funny discovery. Yeah, you get the infinite boosting, corner stake, yeah. Infinite boosting is a very weird thing. So yeah, the reason infinite boosting works is because you actually, there's a conflict between the timers that are used for drift boosting and between using the between using the zippers or a mushroom, but specifically with the zipper is how you implement this one. With a mushroom, it specifically sets the counter properly, and it sets a different state that you're supposed to return to, but there's two different states for speed routines, and the one for drifting and the one for the using a zipper can happen at the exact same time. And because of that, whenever the counter reaches 0 when on the zipper one, it'll still return back to the drift counter one, or one of the two. I've gotten those backwards. They swap between the two, basically. One runs out and it goes back to the other one. And the first instruction that's in the routine is to do a decrement to that counter, so it ends up overflowing and goes back to FFFF. And so you have 65,535 frames of boost. So you could ride that the whole way, and Antistar actually did do that, and he tested that for me. So that's how the infinite boost works. So I petitioned to call it a bunch of things, like the not infinite boost, the semi-infinite boost, or the it's kind of so long that it kind of feels infinite boost, but nobody would bite on that. Yeah, it overflows. There's actually a couple of overflow issues in the game. If you drive backwards around the track, you can just keep decrementing the lap counter, and if you do it more than 128 times, it overflows to the max lap count, and you can just keep driving backwards. And the funny thing about that is that whenever you finish a lap forwards, it indexes where it's supposed to write the lap times in the lap tables to by which lap you're on, but it doesn't check for like the bounds for that lap table, so you can just write to arbitrary memory a little bit past where that table is, which is where the player 1's character memory is. And you can really screw with the game by doing that. Because the other thing you can do is that you can, well, first of all, you can just crash the game, but you can also write a number to the player 1's character number. And because Super Mario Kart tries to save the character you last played as whenever you go back to the menu, if you exit the race and go to the menu and go to the character select screen, you'll try to index that character number as the one you'll be going for on the kart select screen, or the game select screen, and it'll just be so far out of bounds. It's ridiculous, but if you've managed to navigate your way back so that you can get the pointer for the character selector so it's right out of bounds for the character select screen, you can do the second player, you can take the second player's pointer, put it to the end, and you can make it hop over that end of the bounds there, and it will go into the out of bounds area, so you can get both players having out of bounds character numbers. It's really funny. Mario Kart DS had the term prolonged rocket boost, where you keep your main speed even off-road, boosting with drifts. Mushrooms don't do this, but zippers do. Exploitable like Super Mario Kart, not that broken. I had no idea about that for DS. That's interesting. Also, yeah, you can just... You well, why are you playing Coconut Mall in battle? What? What are you doing? But yeah, you can. And for the longest time, everybody thought that Super Mario Kart was a very solid game. It didn't have very many breaks other than some like minor physics issues. No, I have figured out some ways you can destroy that game. But yeah, my main goal with that was that because you can kind of put the game into states that it's not supposed to be in, I wanted to figure out how to do arbitrary code execution with it, which I found a semi-arbitrary code execution exploit you can do, but it's not great. It doesn't allow you to do that much code, and you can only write code in like the beginnings of specific pages. So it's not really an ace, but it's kind of there. You can write to arbitrary parts of, or semi-arbitrary parts of RAM that you're not supposed to. Although that project has been on hold for a couple years because everything else. .5 FPS? Oh my god. Find something that might be the ace one to put hold you can grind coins in one specific spot. For which game? Because if that's for Super Mario Kart, what? A lot more than 12 players? Oh yeah, okay. That'll definitely do it. That reminds me, we actually did toy with the idea of adding like 9 players to the Deluxe. But no, the game is just not going to be able to support that. There's way too much just like very specifically coded stuff that's not going to work with that, and the lag would be insane. And one of the Super Mario Kart prototypes. Interesting. I've never heard of that before. I'm glad that people are still messing around with the prototypes and like figuring stuff out with it, because those are very interesting, like extremely interesting prototypes to mess around with and to look at, like for historical reasons too. And I still haven't gotten to finishing the repairs for the February build, but having a stream set up for Mario Kart Horizons, so yeah, you caught me, Scoob. I genuinely I started like wanting to stream like 2 days ago. I was like, I should start streaming again. And then this morning I woke up, I was like, I'm gonna stream. And then then Grid Attack was like, yeah, I'm gonna release Horizons. Like, oh, I'm gonna play that on stream. If you guys don't know, Scoob is one of the other developers for Mario Kart Deluxe, for Super Mario Kart Deluxe. Also a world champion battle mode player, but you know. I'm actually so excited for Horizon to come out. Oh, it looks so good. Just look for the video titles interviews. I need to look through more of that prototype stuff, but like another year, because I am very busy right now. Video title for one of the when Kevin was talking about a prototype glitch where you can just like grind out coins for one of the Super Mario Kart prototypes. Isn't the May build? Really? Okay. Do you know anything about that, Scoob? Because I know you messed around with the May build a lot. I actually didn't mess around a lot with the April and May prototypes because those were the complete ones. So I've been messing around more with the ones that were not there. More of a stale reference manipulation than Ace might have looked like, but it was funny. Ah, okay. How would you get a stale reference on a coin? What? Can you show a video link? You should be able to. I don't think I have it unmoderated. I'll definitely check it out after stream, though. Oh my god. Okay, I'll definitely have to check that out, because that is ridiculous. I keep forgetting I can't do full boosts with the car, with the bike. It. No, don't hit me with the shell. Okay. I can't remember. Is this the last track, or is there one more track after this for Lightning Cup? Shit. Yeah, that's just this Mario Kart Wii way. You can never play against the CPUs in this game and have a good time. Oy! I always thought it'd be really funny if you could just fall between the cracks there if you were small. That'd be a really funny, like, annoying game design thing, but it would be really hilarious if, like, you just get lightning and then you just fall through the crack. It would be hilarious. It would cause some of the most, like, frustrating experiences, but also be hilarious if you were not the person that was getting affected by it. For a course collision. Do it. I think it'd be hilarious. No! No, come back here. Code. I will beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna get you. No! The thwomp's only being based on where the player's going. Absolute. Ugh. Cheaters. Out of the way, out of the way. Okay, I think I should be able to get this in first, because it looks like Code's far enough behind now. I always wondered, does Luigi say cool there, or is he just, like, making a guttural sound? Oh, come on! No! No, you're not getting this. Haha! I always thought he said cool. Yeah, me too. I can never tell if he's actually saying cool or if he's going like, oh. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. It's moments like that why I added the blue shell back for Deluxe. Love it. Such a cute trophy. Wow, that was exactly on the 3-hour mark, too. That's ridiculous. That timing. Mario would hit sometimes he says SpongeBob. Somebody said like Spike Bomb or something. What? I've never heard that. Oh, such chill vibes from this ending. Hui, that was actually a very good first stream back. I thought there was going to be way more problems with audio levels, the capture card cutting in and out, but it looks fine. It actually looks way better than it did before. I figured out what the issue was, by the way, with the capture card. This capture card cranks the gain down to like -60, and it's ridiculous. So I have to like re-crank the video gain up to make it look proper. And that's very good considering that it's a thing that was meant to just like basically copy VHSs. I don't know why we even have that, but I guess maybe VHSs like have like extremely high gain on them or something, and that's why they had to crank the gain down for it. But like in the default settings for the thing itself, it was like cranked down 60. I did get a new HDMI capture card, which is fantastic. Old hardware still has that charm for the right amount of blur, one would call it. Yeah, it's nice. Like I wouldn't really like it if it was like a direct one that was just like a pixelized capture, because it would just kind of look meh. But it has that right amount of just like jank to it that feels like you're playing on a TV. Because when I'm playing on my TV too, this TV does that like weird fuzzing a little bit too. It does have a little issue with some signal noise, but I think that kind of adds to it too, because it's like what TV isn't noisy a little bit. Let's see, tomorrow, should I stream tomorrow? If I feel like it, whatever. I'll stream again whenever I feel like it. It won't be another like 4 years this time, but it'll be soon. Definitely within the next week, because I'm really liking this. But I'll stream whatever I feel like that day. Maybe it'll be Mario Kart Wii, maybe it'll be 8 Deluxe, maybe it'll be something different. I don't know. It might be 8 Deluxe. That'll be kind of fun to play again on stream. Then I could open like rooms and stuff. Had a catch stream? Yeah, it's nice. I am planning on getting back into this a lot more. I realized looking back at how I was doing it in the older days when I was doing this, that like I was trying too hard. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like a whole stream schedule. I'm gonna have exactly what I'm going to be playing at different times and everything. I'm gonna have like everything set up perfectly. I really like these vibes more, where it's just turn it on, play a game, chill out. It's fun. I enjoy it 1,000 times more, because the older ones, it felt like I was pressured to actually like do something. But here I'm just chilling out. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pit Crew. I love the little cowbell at the end. Hell yeah. Hey, it's good to see you all too. A lot of names I haven't seen here in like months, even years. Oh, the Zip Zip! I remember the Zip Zip. Might have to try that one out next time. Alright, let's see what I have on my license now. Good. Yeah, so the reason I have 2 licenses here, I explained this a little bit earlier, but I'm playing on real hardware, and you can't play Nintendo Wi-Fi Connect on hardware anymore. That's just not a thing because the servers are all down. But people have been doing things like they set up their own DNS systems to be able to like connect to it and play online. This one over here is for Wii MMFi, and this one is for the what's it called? There's another system that we use, so I'm just loading up this one to get all the unlocks and everything back. But you can't have them both on the same license, I guess, for some reason. So I had to make a new license. Yeah, that will be all for today. I will stream again whenever I feel like it. Probably within the next few days. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever I just want to sit down and hit the button. But thank you all for coming in, and I will see you all next time. Oh yeah, peep the yeah. I am so proud of this layout, by the way. It was I don't know what came over me, but I was like, you know what? I'm committing fully to the bit. We're using the cart select screen. We're making it so my name goes through the little text for the chat box. I'm doing it. And like the little like scrolling checkerboard borders on the sides. I love that too. I just had some fun yesterday just setting everything up. But yeah, thank you all for coming up. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.